Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have been gone for quite some time, but now I'm back and I want to show you guys how to make this Korean sweet pancake, or what they call it, Hotteok. So it's a very simple recipe, and as you can see, the ingredients are not that much. So without further ado, I'm not going to talk that much, so let's go through all the ingredients. Okay, so for the ingredients, I will separate it into two parts. One is the filling and the dough. So now I'm going to explain it to you guys for the dough. So all you need is just 1 cup of lukewarm water. You need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. You need 2 tablespoons of white sugar, and then you need 2 teaspoons of dry yeast. And you will need half a teaspoon of salt, and also you need 1 tablespoon of cooking oil for the dough. Okay, so now what I have in here is brown sugar and chopped toasted walnut, but you can have, you can put other nuts in it if you want. You can put peanuts, you can put pistachio, you can have almonds, you can have pumpkin seed or whatever, but make sure you toast them first and chop into fine pieces like this, but not too fine, and then just mix with the brown sugar. And then another filling that I'm going to make today is cheese, shredded mozzarella cheese. But if you have been to Korea, they also have what they call it, japchae. You know that Korean stir-fried noodle? Sometimes they have that as their filling as well. But today I'm just going to show you guys these 2 fillings, and now I'm not going to talk that much. Okay, so now let's make the dough first. First, I'm going to roll up my sleeve because we don't want that to get in the way. Then, okay, in a large bowl, you take your lukewarm water, then just put it. And then your yeast, your sugar. So now this is very important. You want to mix your yeast first before you add your sugar. Salt, because salt can actually kill off your yeast and your dough won't rise. So we just add them and just mix it around like that. Then just put this aside and just add 1 tablespoon of cooking oil. And it's crucial for you to use cooking oil, okay? Like it doesn't matter if you want to use vegetable oil or sunflower oil, but do not use olive oil, because olive oil, they have like this smell which is not proper for this particular dish. So mix it around like that. And then you take your flour, just add it in. And you just mix it around until everything is well combined. So when everything is already combined like this, with clean hands, you just use your hand and scrape off from your spatula first. And just use your hand to sort. I wouldn't say kneading, but just make sure everything is well incorporated. When it's all nice and sticky like this, you just cover it with a cling foil and set it aside for roughly about 1 hour until everything rise up, and then we'll get back to that. Okay, so 1 hour later, let's see how our dough is doing. Okay, see how it's already doubled up in size. So look at how our dough has doubled up. So now what we need to do is, with clean hands again, you want to release all the air inside the dough and form it into a ball, and then we'll stuff our stuffing and start to fry it. Okay, Okay, so now let's roll out our dough. You need to get all your flour on your mat. And then with this measurement, you probably will get about 8 pieces. But if you make it smaller, then maybe you'll get more. It really depends, but roughly about 8 pieces. So now what you want to do is, you just scoop everything out. I'm just going to use my scraper. Okay, and make sure you flour your hand all the time because you don't want it to stick too much. But you don't have to knead it, okay? Just roughly release the gas. So, okay, I'm just gonna flour this thing first. I'm gonna cut it into half. Then this one, and cut it again. Maybe I'm gonna cut it in half again. Okay, so while you cut your dough, you can start to heat up your pan because you have got to work quite fast. So you don't have to use any rolling pin. You just stretch out your dough like this. Oh, it's so soft. Then grab a spoon. Take your brown sugar and walnut mixture and just make it a hole like that so that it doesn't get messy. But the trick is not to put too much filling because if not, it will be very messy because your brown sugar will melt, and you will know why I emphasize that you don't put too much filling. So we just pinch the end like that. Make sure everything is secure. If it gets a bit sticky, then you just take more flour. Just pinch it like that. Make sure everything is secure and nice. See? Okay, so in your pan, you add maybe roughly about 5 to 6 tablespoons of oil, vegetable oil, and make sure you put your dough, the smooth surface area, is at the bottom first. Okay, just like that. And don't put too many dough at one time because it will expand later on. So let's just put 2 first. And maybe you have to fry it roughly about 3 minutes first on medium-high heat, and then we'll flip it over and I'll show you what to do next. So when it's already brown, you can see that it's brown, so you just flip it over like that and immediately press down like that, but not too much, and just hold for maybe about 1 minute for the shape to stay. Okay. Then we do the same one. Oh my god, it smells so good. Fry it until it's brown like that. And in Korea, they don't use spatula. They use like this. There's a type of presser. I don't know, but it just looks like a huge thumbtack for me. They use that, so when they press it, they just leave it there for a while and then they will move on to another dough. So this is done. I'm just gonna grab a plate. And I'll do the rest, and I'm gonna show you how the inside looks like when I finish the rest. And this is the results. Looks so good, right? And normally in Korea, they serve it in a paper cup, and I'll show you guys the picture. Now for the best part, let's try it. So I'm just gonna break this apart to show you guys how it looks inside. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, it looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna try. It's so soft. The sugar melt right away. That's why you gotta you gotta make sure that your fire is medium high and not too high, not too low. Because if it's too low, the dough will absorb all the oil and be like super oily. But if it's too high, your dough will be overcooked and your sugar won't melt. Okay, so now we're gonna try the one yang with cheese inside. Oh, it's so hot! Ooh, look at the cheese. Oh, it's so hot. So good. Okay, so that's it for our recipe today. It's very easy, a little bit time consuming because you gotta wait for the dough to proof and whatnot, but definitely worth the wait. So try this at home, and if you do, don't forget to mention me, and also don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video if you like it, and give it a thumbs up. And also I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, stay safe everyone.